The building loomed ahead, its windows dark and foreboding. Remy Stone's gaze was as cold as the winter wind, and he could feel the brewing of intense killing intent within him. Giuseppe Conti, listen to my orders, Remy commanded with an icy tone. Surround the building and do not spare any person. 20 people immediately sprang into action, sprinting towards the looming structure. They knew the boss was furious. This is where any person will be angry, Remy thought. How dare someone snipe their boss? The perpetrator was asking for death. As the security guards in the distance heard the commotion, they quickly approached the scene. Without wasting any time, Remy led his men into the building. Whoever dared to kill him would face the same fate. He didn't care who the perpetrator was, they would die. Giuseppe Conti and his group of 20 men had already blocked all the exits. Remy approached one of the passages and instructed his men, guard the door. I want to go in personally. Boss, I will accompany you. Boss, take me with you. Everyone wanted to be by Remy's side. He didn't say a word and marched forward. He didn't want to let this group of men, who had only recently joined Giuseppe Conti, die needlessly. They were too weak. He had to take care of it himself. A group of people watched as Remy disappeared inside the building. They knew they had to become stronger to stand up to the boss and Giuseppe Conti. They gritted their teeth and promised to cultivate themselves better. As Kung Fu Kim's 2 assassins found their retreat blocked, one said to the other, "Second brother, we can't escape. The exits are blocked." I didn't expect them to move so fast. The man in black's face was worn and unattractive, contorted with worry. It had only been less than a minute since they arrived, yet their escape paths had already been cut off. "Big brother, can't we fight out?" his accomplice pleaded. "No, it's too late now. The police have probably already been alerted. If we start shooting, we won't make it out alive," the man in black replied, his voice strained with anxiety. "Then what do we do?" the accomplice asked, growing more nervous by the second. The man in black thought for a moment before making a decision. "We jump out the window," he said, pointing towards the second-floor corridor. His accomplice looked at the window with trepidation but knew it was their only hope of escape. "Okay, let's do it," he said, bracing himself. As they ran towards the window, they suddenly heard footsteps behind them. "Not good, second brother. Be careful," the man in black warned. Before he could finish, a figure emerged from the shadows and struck him with a powerful blow. He crumpled to the ground, lifeless. "Second brother," the remaining man cried in anger and disbelief. He pulled out his gun, intending to defend himself against this unexpected attacker. But before he could even aim, a hand grabbed his wrist with incredible speed and strength, rendering him powerless. The man looked up in shock and saw the face of his attacker.